ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Monday Night Raw, live here from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. It looks like we're going to kick off Raw with The Miz. And The Miz does not look happy one bit. It looks like he has something to say. Ever disrespectful Miz, and now it looks like he's gonna be confronted by Daniel Bryan, and Daniel Bryan will not forget. And now the Miz now, usual Miz, and we're kicking off Raw, hot off the heels, and there is the Raw General Manager Eric Bischoff. Miz and Daniel Bryan as a tag team on Monday Night Raw? And ladies and gentlemen, Eric Bischoff has made a match for tonight, #1 contenders match. Daniel Bryan and The Miz will be forced to team with one another against the Revival, and the winners face the Bar for the Raw Tag Team Championships at No Mercy. And that is not only the biggest match here on the card. Fatal 4-way winner goes to No Mercy to compete against Dean Ambrose for that WWE Universal Championship. And speaking of No Mercy, Alexa Bliss goes one-on-one with Bayley, and the winner faces the WWE Women's Champion Charlotte Flair at No Mercy. And No Mercy only a week from Sunday. And ladies and gentlemen, we saw him last week on Raw. We saw him last week on SmackDown Live. And here is Andrade Cien Almas. And it does Andrade Cien Almas plead the usual red? We'll find out here tonight. Is it true that Andrade Cien Almas is on Monday Night Raw? You know, he was scoping out SmackDown and Raw last week before his big match with Fandango on NXT this past week. Saw Andrade Cien Almas dispose of Fandango with a real change of character. We don't know what Zelina Vega has done to Fandango. We don't know what other things, other implications that can apply to what had happened to Fandango over the course of a couple of months, but Andrade Cien Almas, nonetheless, is here on Monday Night Raw here in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Big night here for the Red Brand Fatal 4-way match between Finn Balor, Braun Strowman, Roman Reigns, and Shinsuke Nakamura, with the winner facing Dean Ambrose for the Universal Championship at No Mercy, as well as Alexa Bliss taking on Bayley. The winner faces Charlotte Flair for the women's title at No Mercy as well. And another #1 contenders match just announced by Eric Bischoff. It will be The Miz and Daniel Bryan being forced to team up with one another to take on a well-oiled machine in Dash Wilder and Scott Dawson and the Revival. The winners face the Bar at No Mercy for the Raw Tag Team Championship. So it's a big night here for Monday Night Raw, and this night is getting even bigger with El Idolo, Andrade Cien Almas, maybe one of the hottest free agents, probably the hottest free agent in the game, in the whole entire business, as he sets to take on this Louisiana native, Grant Holland. It shall be Grant Holland taking on Andrade Cien Almas. This kid's been training in the Performance Center for a while, and now, he has Andrade Cien Almas down, and now stomping away at Andrade. Oh, and Andrade Cien Almas claps back with that rebound elbow right to the face. And now Almas with a right. Had a hell of a match with Johnny Gargano. Had a hell of a match with Bobby Roode. And this guy, Andrade Cien Almas, has 5-star written all over him. This guy, in my opinion, he is a future World Heavyweight Champion, whatever brand he's on, whether it's Raw, whether it's SmackDown, or whether he stays at NXT, and just drops that hammer fist right to the top of Grant Holland's head. And Grant Holland, he was distracted by Zelina Vega, and now Andrade has Holland up. Holland, 270 pounds here from the Louisiana area, and lands right on that concrete floor. As Andrade seeing almost rebound off the throw, but through the middle rope. It's Andrade. Takes out Grant Holland here in the opening match to Monday Night Raw. What a banger of an opener. We had the Miz in the ring. Miz trying to bring down all these people in the arena. And look at this, almost showing his fierceness. And now almost on another back elbow. And you know that woman in the corner, if you do not watch NXT on the channel, I advise you to watch it. Oh, and the backflip, because the future is there. The future is back in full sail, and that woman right there, Zelina Vega, has heavy influence on that man Andrade Cien Almas, as Almas drops those elbows right to the jaw, and Almas moonsault, but a feint! Feint moonsault into a standing moonsault by Andrade Cien Almas. And now Almas waiting for Holland to get to his feet. Waiting for Holland to get to his feet, just stalking him. And dives, drills Holland's skull into the mat with that hammerlock DDT. And Andrade Cien Almas is victorious in his Monday Night Raw debut. Absolutely astronomical from Andrade Cien Almas. And Andrade's only been here for 2 months, and he's already shaking up the foundations of Monday Night Raw. And we don't know, the Superstar shakeup, it did end last week, but SmackDown and Raw, and I think Raw might just have their hold on Andrade Cien Almas. As that woman right there to the left, Zelina Vega, Andrade Cien Almas' manager, influencing that man to the greatest potential. And there's Roman Reigns, one of the participants in the Fatal 4-Way match in the main event tonight. Gentlemen, back in the arena, we are set for that tag team match that Eric Bischoff announced earlier in the night, as the Revival are set for an opportunity of a lifetime as they take on the team of The Miz and Daniel Bryan, and a very, very unlikely team that The Miz and Daniel Bryan, they absolutely despise each other, they hate each other. Miz disrespecting Daniel Bryan's craft, and Daniel Bryan doing exactly the same, disrespecting the Miz's craft. But here tonight, Eric Bischoff is forcing both of these guys to team up and try and attempt to be the biggest tag team here on Monday Night Raw, bigger than the Bar, bigger than the Revival. As the Miz makes his way down to the ring with his lovely, beautiful wife, Maurice, for this tag team contest. Miz, remember what Eric Bischoff said earlier, controversy makes cash, controversy creates cash, and the controversy that is the Miz and Daniel Bryan teaming up, going against the Revival here tonight. No Mercy, only a week away, and it will be live on the channel from Paris, France, as the Miz Daniel Bryan are looking to be #1 contenders for the Raw Tag Team Championships, and as well as the Revival. Those two men, those two individuals, Dash Wilder and Scott Dawson, former NXT Tag Team Champions, they want a shot. They're going to get that opportunity. They've been complaining on NXT, complaining on Raw, that they want Raw Tag Team Championship matches. And there is Daniel Bryan, the yes man, the American Dragon, whatever you want to call him, Daniel Bryan. For him and The Miz, former world heavyweight champions in their own right. Both of them are former tag team champions as well. But they have never teamed with one another. Tonight, Daniel Bryan and Miz have the advantage over the Revival in having tag team championship gold, or do they have the disadvantage of first, number one, absolutely despising each other, and number two, the Revival being a well-oiled machine, and number three, Daniel Bryan and The Miz have never teamed up with one another before, so we don't know if they have chemistry or not. Unrealized chemistry between Daniel Bryan and The Miz, we don't know. But we all know that the Revival have chemistry. We all know the Revival have tag team prowess. We know that the Revival is a well-oiled machine. The Revival have been teaming together for years. And they are set for an opportunity of a lifetime in hell. You don't know what's going through the Revival's mind. They might be thinking that Miz and Daniel Bryan are light work. They absolutely hate each other. Things can implode in this match here tonight. As Dash Wilder and The Miz, the collar elbow tie up, and now Miz brings Dash Wilder down. And Dash Wilder struggling to get out that headlock from The Miz, and now Dash Wilder finds a way out. Like I said, the Revival, former NXT Tag Team Champions. They were beaten by the Revival in that steel cage match a few months back to lose those titles. And now Dash Wilder with a European uppercut, followed up by that elbow drop, and Miz is now in a bad spot, in a bad way. You cannot let the Revival get in control, and now Miz now with the kicks right to the chest, and now a kick right to the back of the head. And look at this, and look at The Miz, just cannot give it up, can't give it up, can't work as a unit. As The Miz just taunts Daniel Bryan, and a picture-perfect sit-out powerbomb. And Dash Wilder in trouble, but a kick out at 2. The Revival, a well-oiled machine, like I stated before, against The Miz and Daniel Bryan, two men that have never teamed before. And on top of that, they absolutely despise each other. They absolutely hate each other. Years and years worth of hatred between The Miz and Daniel Bryan. Remember, The Miz was Daniel Bryan's mentor back on NXT years and years ago. And now, Scott Dawson is in the match. And look at this! Oh! Right to the knee. And you saw Dash Wilder, he had that leg lock in. Miz was in a bad spot, stomping on the other knee. Was Scott Dawson. It's exactly what the Revival do. And now Scott Dawson trying to get an easy one on The Miz, trying to get a quick one on The Miz, but a kick out at 2. And this is what the Revival do. They cut the ring in half. They take advantage of one man, and they just wear that individual down. So it's a 1 versus 2. And now The Miz getting back into the driver's seat here, and jab by Miz and a chop. And look at The Miz gaining momentum, mocking Scott Dawson here. And here is Daniel Bryan. Double back body drop. Dropping Scott Dawson. And Daniel Bryan, Miz actually working as a unit here. And Daniel Bryan stopping a muddle into Scott Dawson. Oh, kick right to the gut. Kick right to the gut, followed by a kick right to the spine. Kick right to the back. Spinal tap by Daniel, and now Daniel Bryan with the elbows right to the heart. Elbow right to the heart. And Maurice managing both Daniel Bryan and The Miz here tonight. Ducked down by Miz, leapfrog by Miz. Excuse me, Daniel Bryan. And oh, and a kitchen sink. Kitchen sink knocks down Scott Dawson, and now Dawson tags in Wilder, and now Wilder right up the gate. But I do not want to get in a striking contest with Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan, one of the stiffest men in the game here. And a knee right to the jaw. Knee right to the jaw by Daniel Bryan. And I do not want to get in a stiffing match, in a punching match, a kicking match with Daniel Bryan. And now Dash Wilder trying to play mind games. Oh, it's Scott Dawson, and this is the tag team prowess that I was talking about from the Revival. Absolutely, they know each other very well. They've been teaming for years. And now, the Revival have Daniel Bryan where they want him. And that leg lock right to the left leg of Daniel Bryan. And look at this maneuver by Dash Wilder. Choking the life out of Bryan, but Bryan rolls through. And he just hit with an elbow. And Daniel Bryan, a submission specialist in his own right, being able to get out that hold that Dash Wilder had on him, but it wasn't enough for Daniel Bryan to get back in momentum, and now a stomp right to the knee. And this is what the Revival do. They cut the ring in half. They take you down. They wear you out. And now Scott Dawson has Bryan up, but Bryan trying to fight here. Bryan trying to fight, and now Bryan coming out with the rush here. Bryan with the rush and a jab right to the face of Scott Dawson, and another one. And Dawson has been knocked loopy here. And here comes The Miz. And now Bryan and The Miz, despite their hatred, they're actually working as a duo, working as a group here. And now Miz is back in the fold. And now, despite not being very fond of one another, it appears that Daniel Bryan and The Miz are actually working as a unit. And a kick right to the face of Scott Dawson. And now Bryan hooking the arms, butterfly, backbreaker, dips the knee right into the back. And Bryan and Miz, this is actually surprising me. Actually working as a group, actually working as a duo. It's Dash Wilder broke out of that. And now Miz trying to wear out Dash in the ring, but Dash finding a way out with punches, but Daniel Bryan now gonna help The Miz out. Gonna help The Miz out, but it looks like The Miz is gonna help himself. Looks like he was gonna help himself, and The Miz wanted a piece of Wilder, and now Bryan trying to get Scott Dawson, but Dawson with enough time to, get out of that, and an elbow right to the arm. Elbow right to the arm, and now Bryan not in the best of places. As Wilder with the knee up. Oh, God. Right to the gut of Daniel. And now gonna stomp. Stomping away is Dash Wilder. But wait a minute. Do not count Daniel Bryan out. Daniel Bryan, the underdog. Back suplex landed right on his head. Landed right on the back of his head. And now Daniel Bryan starting to feel it. Bryan starting to feel it. Drop kick. Drop kick by Bryan. And now Daniel. Daniel now with the hesitation drop kick. Hesitation drop kick to Dash Wilder. And it looks like Dash Wilder's seen a ghost. The kicks by Bryan. Drop kick. Bryan's gonna follow it up. Another drop kick. And Wilder is no doubt seeing stars. And look at now Scott Dawson trying to help out his partner here. And there goes Dawson. But wait, Daniel Bryan! Flying goat through the middle rope. And Daniel Bryan now feeding off the electricity of the people of Baton Rouge, Louisiana. And now has Dash Wilder in the yes lock. And Scott Dawson trying, but he just can't do it. Scott Dawson was trying to help Dash Wilder, trying to talk him into breaking out, but it couldn't do it. Dash Wilder taps out to the yes lock, and Daniel Bryan and The Miz surprisingly are going to No Mercy to contend for the Raw Tag Team Championships. And here's the bar. But wait a minute! Sheamus and Cesaro attack The Miz and Daniel Bryan. But there's Braun Strowman, and Braun Strowman stating that he's going to be the first Intercontinental and Universal Champion at the same time. And that's if Braun Strowman could put away Shinsuke Nakamura, Finn Balor, and Roman Reigns in our main event tonight. Whoa! It'll be Seth Rollins versus Big Cass at No Mercy in Paris. And if I were Seth, I'd train, I'd prepare. And it looks like he is going to prepare, because Eric Bischoff is giving Seth Rollins a fight here tonight. And it's going to be someone who equals the same size and the same power as Big Cass. As Eric Bischoff on a roll here tonight, making matches. And here he is right now. Seth freaking Rollins. It's Seth Rollins. Not happy one bit. The past couple of weeks have been kind of tough. Have been kind of hard for Seth Rollins. At SummerSlam was beaten by Triple H with the help of Big Cass. Last week on Raw had a hell of a match with Daniel Bryan, but that match ended with Big Cass attacking Rollins. Rollins with those taped ribs. And Rollins has stated that he is at 100%. He's feeling 100%. Rollins, no tape, no bandages. It's all Seth Rollins, 100% Seth Rollins here tonight on Monday Night Raw, as Seth is set to take on someone who equals the same size and the same amount of power that Big Cass dishes out. So this will be an interesting contest as Seth Rollins prepares for his battle with Big Cass at No Mercy in Paris. In Paris, France. And Seth Rollins set for a fight here tonight. Rollins, you know, he's just boiling, ready to get out the gate here. Wants his hands on not only Big Cass, but I'm pretty sure he wants his hands on the game, Triple H. Rollins, who is going to step up, and it looks like the world's largest athlete is going to step up, or step off Seth Rollins. And the Big Show has stepped up. Will Seth Rollins step up or step off? And Big Show, who pretty much equals the same amount of size and power, and probably much more than Big Cass. Big Show kind of pretty much a pawn in Eric Bischoff's game for the past couple of months as the Hall of Destruction. Himself and Mark Henry, as they were the Raw Tag Team Champions before they were dethroned by the Bar. And Mark Henry was hit with that injury, hit with the back injury. Mark Henry's going to be out for a long period of time. But Big Show is on his own now on Monday Night Raw, back on his own. And when the Big Show's on his own, he's proven to be successful. Former WWE Champion, former World Heavyweight Champion. Has won almost every single championship here that the WWE has to offer. As we get set for one-on-one action, it's going to be a David Goliath versus Goliath clash here. And Big Show cut down the size and a super kick right to the jaw. And it looked like the Big Show was mocking Seth Rollins, and Seth Rollins immediately out the gate. Rollins immediately out the gate. And now Rollins going to throw Big Show out. Gonna throw Big Show through the middle rope, and Seth Rollins feeling the momentum here. Rebound off the rope. Oh my God! A huge right hand by Big Show. Huge open palm slap by Big Show, and it might have knocked Seth Rollins loopy. And oh my God! And Rollins bounced off that rope from that fall-away slam. Absolute crazy strength by the Big Show. And this is a hell of a pick that Eric Bischoff has chosen for Seth Rollins, but Rollins gets out of that. Rollins now trying to fight. Rollins, that's exactly what he's gonna do. He's gonna fight. And now Rollins, oh, bad idea for Rollins to do that, trying to pick the Big Show up. Oh, knee right to the gut, and Rollins is still fighting, not gonna give up. Oh, but a soul kick by Big Show, and another soul kick, bringing Seth Rollins down. And is bringing Seth Rollins all the way down to earth here, as the Big Show, oh, that huge right hand has knocked Seth Rollins loopy for sure. And those size 20 plus boots right to the leg, but Seth Rollins with a DDT. Hell of a counter to that military press. And now Rollins still trying to get momentum on his side. Rollins, oh, and the Seth Walker. And now the shoulders are down. Seth Rollins believes he has the Big Show, but a kick out at 2. Kick out at 2 by the world's largest athlete. And I said it earlier, Big Show, he's one of the greatest of all time, in my opinion. He's won almost every single championship that the WWE has to offer. Former WCW World Champion as well. As Seth Rollins now gonna stomp a mud hole into the Big Show's chest, and Seth Rollins not gonna let up at all in this contest. Not gonna let up against the Big Show. Not gonna allow the Big Show to get his prowess in. Oh, but Big Show with a right hand. And another right hand by Big Show. And now a headbutt. And Big Show now gonna use his strength, gonna use his power to overcome Seth Rollins. And Rollins now has to use his speed, has to use his agility, has to use his technique to get one over the Big Show. Oh, and a monumental chop. Monumental chop. Could have fried Seth Rollins' chest off and all. And a shoulder block. And Seth Rollins has to use the ropes to get back to his feet. Has felt nothing but power from the Big Show. But Rollins now going to use his strength. Rollins going to use his strength now. And now Rollins on the top. And now Rollins, there goes Big Show. There goes Big Show. And Seth Rollins dumping himself over the top rope onto the world's largest athlete. And now Rollins looking to do more damage. Rollins looking to do more damage, and a suicide dive between the ropes. And Rollins not gonna have any time, does not have any time to pander to the fans here. Has to get back on his feet, has to work on the Big Show. Because Big Show can hit that right hand at any moment, and a knee right to the jaw. And if Big Show hits that right hand, it's curtains for Seth Rollins ahead of his clash with Big Cass at No Mercy. And now Big Show. Big Show now using his size, using his body as a weapon, and a spear! And a spear by Big Show! Spear! Shoulders are down, but Seth Rollins kicks out at 2. Former Universal Champion Seth Rollins able to get out of that. Able to get out of the spear. And now Rollins gonna continue the fight. And now Rollins stopping a mud hole in the corner. Has to use everything he can to get rid of the Big Show, to dispose of the Big Show here tonight on Raw. And now Rollins jumping off the top and a clothesline. And Seth Rollins, one of the best athletes the world has to offer. And now Rollins gonna use his speed and technique to smash Big Show's forehead right into that post. Right into that turnbuckle, and a kick right to the side of the head. Kick caught Big Show. Super kick caught Big Show, and Seth Rollins now. Rollins has Big Show down. Rollins has Show down, and Rollins now. But Big Show getting to his feet, well, trying to at least. And now, stalemate, but oh my! Oh my God! And a knockout blow, and it's curtains for Seth. But no! Seth Rollins kicking out at 2.99. Unreal. And now Big Show gonna look to gain even more momentum following that right hand. I can't believe Seth Rollins is still in this. But you know Rollins is not loopy. Oh my God. You know Seth Rollins is not loopy from that. From that knockout blow, and it looks like Big Show's gonna go for it again. Oh, and a spear. A second spear by the Big Show. And now, gonna end it. Choke slam. Choke slam to Seth Rollins. And Rollins, and again, Seth Rollins kicking out at 2. Does not want to quit. Is Seth Rollins not refusing to bow down to the Big Show, but I think he might just have to. Or he might be forced to. Right hand, missed. Seth Rollins sidesteps. Rollins now kick right to the side. Kick right to the gut. And now Rollins with the spinal tap. Rollins with the spinal tap. And now Rollins. Oh! In the ripcord knee. Ripcord knee to the Big Show. And now Seth Rollins gonna climb to no man's land here. Frog splash! Frog splash by Seth Rollins. And now Seth has Big Show lined up in the curb stomp. Has Show lined up. And wait, Seth Rollins gonna go for it again. And he is! Another curb stomp! Another curb stomp by Seth Rollins. And Seth Rollins has just put away the Big Show. What heart does Seth Rollins have? Nothing but heart in Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins able to hit not 1 but 2 curb stomps, smashing Big Show's skull into the mat twice in order to put the big man away. And the momentum that Seth Rollins has going into No Mercy in Paris. No Mercy, only 1 week away here on the channel as Seth Rollins is victorious. Big words from Finn Balor. Ladies and gentlemen, we have to switch gears to the second #1 contenders match here tonight, as Alexa Bliss is set to go one-on-one with Bayley, and this might simply be the biggest match in Alexa Bliss's career here in WWE thus far, NXT included. She has a shot, an opportunity at one of the biggest women's championships here in the world, as Alexa Bliss takes on known rival Bayley. Bayley and herself, Alexa Bliss, they've despised each other for so long. And now Alexa Bliss gets that opportunity to shut Bayley's mouth. And Bayley, likewise, has the same opportunity. Shut the bigger mouth of Alexa Bliss. Bayley was subject to Alexa Bliss's bullying in NXT, and Bayley rose up from the ashes at NXT TakeOver the End a couple months ago and beat Alexa Bliss in that steel cage match, so far as to giving up her NXT Women's Championship match scheduled for that event to take on Alexa Bliss. Bigger matters for Bayley back then, but now Bayley is on the same path that Alexa Bliss is on. And that is the path to No Mercy in a week in Paris to take on the Queen, the current WWE Women's Champion Charlotte Flair. And one of these women are set to go one-on-one with the Queen, as Bayley is set for one-on-one action against Alexa Bliss, 2 known rivals, 2 individuals, 2 women that are very fond of one another, and they will be going head to head here tonight. Alexa Bliss, Bayley, the winner, faces Charlotte Flair at No Mercy for the Women's Championship. Here we go. And Alexa Bliss with the disrespect, disrespecting Bayley. And Bayley now not gonna let up. Not gonna allow Alexa Bliss to talk trash. And now Bayley with the elbows right to the face. And there goes Alexa Bliss over the top. And Bayley not gonna allow Alexa Bliss. Not gonna allow Alexa Bliss to talk her trash and get away with it. And now Bliss running away from Bayley. Running away from Bayley, and now Bayley is the one talking trash. Bayley's showing a side of herself that we don't usually see. And now Alexa Bliss now, gonna simply brutalize Bayley. And wait, trying to go for that knee, but nobody home. Bayley now has the neck, but now Alexa Bliss with the counter. Like I said, both of these women know each other very, very well. And Alexa Bliss trying to get one over on Bayley's shoulders are down. Bayley in trouble here, but a kick out at 2. Release of the lateral press as Alexa Bliss now dips the knee right into the spine of Bayley. And look at the stretch, the punishment by Alexa Bliss. And now Alexa is gonna drag the arm. Gonna drag the arm, and look at the disrespect. The disrespect of Alexa Bliss. And that's exactly what she's known for. Calls herself the goddess. The goddess. And oh, and a right hand by Alexa Bliss. And Alexa Bliss sends more right hands like that, I will be happily calling her a goddess. And Alexa Bliss again with the disrespect, but for now, Alexa Bliss is simply Alexa Bliss as she takes on Bayley. And I don't like her attitude. I don't like the fact that Alexa Bliss just brings down other competitors, brings down other superstars. A bully-like mentality from Alexa Bliss. And Bayley just crawling, trying to get to Alexa before Alexa gets to her. And that suplex right on that light padding. And under that padding is nothing but concrete. Nothing but concrete, and Alexa Bliss thinks she has this match in the bag here. Does she have Bayley's number? And a kick out at 2. Remember the last time these two women went against one another was at NXT TakeOver the End. Inside that steel cage. We thought the rivalry was over. We thought it was over. But Alexa Bliss holds grudges. And now Bliss dips the knees right into the gut. Alexa holds grudges. And it's pretty certain now as ever. As Alexa Bliss, oh my, and a picture perfect moonsault from the second rope, and a kick out at 2 by Bayley. Bayley barely in this. As Alexa Bliss continues to work on Bayley, now gonna stretch the back, gonna stretch the arms and stretch the spine. Gonna stretch the spine out of composure here, as Bayley is struggling to get one over on Alexa Bliss, trying to get her momentum on Alexa Bliss, trying to make it to No Mercy. And Alexa Bliss, she definitely has that NXT Championship WWE Women's Championship in her sights. As Alexa Bliss dips the knees right into the kidney of Bayley. And this might just be curtains here. This might just be curtains, but Bayley puts the foot right on the rope. Bayley places the foot on the rope, and now Alexa arguing with the referee, telling the referee, what are you doing? But the referee's doing nothing but his job, Alexa. He's doing his job. As Alexa Bliss now still in control of Bayley in this contest. Bayley's just been not able to get out the gate here. That's just been controlled by Alexa Bliss. And now Bliss throwing Bayley in the corner, and now they're using her shoulders as a weapon. Alexa using her shoulder as a weapon, and now look at the disrespect. Look at the disrespect that Alexa Bliss is dishing out. Just stomping, just choking Bayley with her foot, and now is Bayley gonna take a stand here? Is Bayley gonna take a stand here? And a Bayley plex. Bayley plex right out the gate from Bayley. And Alexa Bliss is in big trouble. Bayley now has Alexa Bliss on top. Bayley has Bliss on top, and a Bayley to belly. Avalanche belly to belly, and no! Alexa Bliss kicks out at 2. And Bayley, she has to do more damage. Hasn't really had the offense on Alexa Bliss. Alexa Bliss able to get out of that very fastly quick. And Bayley, but misses the elbow. Misses the elbow. And Alexa Bliss spikes Bayley with that DDT. Spiked Bayley, and Bayley kicks out at 2. Bayley just barely again kicking out at 2, and now Alexa Bliss is reverting her attention to the ref, and like I said, the ref is simply doing his job. And look at this, just the disrespect, the punishment by Alexa Bliss. Alexa just dishing out punishment here on Bayley. And look at this, Bayley now. Bayley's gonna take a stand. Bayley's gonna take a stand here. Gonna fight for herself. Gonna stand up for herself here. And a shoulder block. And Bayley gonna go around again. Another elbow. Back elbow by Bayley. Alexa Bliss seeing stars from that back elbow. She hit hard. And now Bayley plex into the turnbuckles. And Alexa Bliss is going to feel that tomorrow morning. As Bayley now. Bayley with just enough in her to try to take out Alexa. And wait a minute. Alexa was trying to take down Bayley, and now it's a stalemate between these two. Back and forth now. Elbow by Bliss. Kick by Bayley. Kick by Bayley. And Bayley, wait a minute. Bayley, small package, shoulders down, and Bayley, wait a minute! Bayley's going to no mercy! Bayley's going to no mercy! Unbelievable! Bayley gets one over on Alexa Bliss here tonight on Raw. And Bayley is going to no mercy! Unbelievable! Able to fight enough to get her victory over Alexa Bliss. Wait a minute! Alexa Bliss not happy at all that she lost, and now not happy at all that Bayley got one over on her, and a clothesline by Bliss, and now Bliss absolutely hammering away on Bayley. Kick to the gut, and she spikes Bayley with that DDT. Unreal. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back on Monday Night Raw. Bayley has been taken to a nearest medical facility, and it's involving what she might have a concussion. But here's Enzo Amore, and Enzo has been really hurt for the past couple of weeks for Big Cass. And simple, quick words from Enzo Amore. Enzo Amore said what he had to say here tonight on Raw, calling his former friend Big Cass SAWFT, soft. And ladies and gentlemen, confirmed by General Manager Eric Bischoff for next week's show, the go-home show for No Mercy. It'll be Cole and Cassidy taking on Enzo Amore, former friends, in a no-holds-barred match, as well as one half of the Bar, Sheamus, taking on one half of the number one contenders for those titles, Daniel Bryan, and the other half, Cesaro, will take on The Miz. And that is next week. 3 big matches planned for next week's show on Raw. But ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the main event of the evening as Roman Reigns walks to the arena first. One of the 4 biggest stars here on Monday Night Raw competing for an opportunity at the Universal Championship and an opportunity at dethroning the lunatic fringe Dean Ambrose at No Mercy. And Roman Reigns, he has a huge history with Dean Ambrose. Debuted with Dean Ambrose in the Shield. He was Dean Ambrose's partner in the Shield. Him and Dean Ambrose fought in the finals of that Survivor Series tournament to determine who would replace Seth Rollins as the WWE Champion a few years ago. Was involved in that triple threat match at Money in the Bank when Dean Ambrose cashed in during that Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns clash. So Ambrose and Reigns and Seth Rollins, they've been heavily involved in each other's careers, but tonight, it's not about the Shield. It's always about what this man thinks it's about. It's about Roman Reigns. And Roman Reigns is a former Universal Champion. He knows how it is. He knows how it's like. He knows how it is to be the Universal Champion. He's the only man in this contest to have been a Universal Champion. Can Roman Reigns do it again? Can he be the Universal Champion again by beating Finn Balor, Shinsuke Nakamura, and the Intercontinental Champion, Braun Strowman? But here comes the second participant in this Fatal 4-Way main event. One of the biggest Fatal 4-Way matches that comes to mind here. Probably one of the biggest matches here on the channel so far, as Finn Balor makes his entrance. And Finn Balor says that he feels like a new man. He feels like he can be the Universal Champion ever since he got Bray Wyatt off his back, ever since he brought back the Demon. And guess what? Finn Balor and Roman Reigns, they have a hell of a history. Both of these men, former Raw Tag Team Champions. Both of these guys were one of the co-main events of WrestleMania this past year, when Finn Balor challenged Roman Reigns for that Universal Championship. The Demon challenging Roman Reigns for that Universal title, and Roman Reigns walked out of WrestleMania, on top. He beat the Demon Finn Balor, and we hadn't seen the Demon Finn Balor in a very, very long time before SummerSlam. And ever since the Demon was unleashed, and ever since the Demon beat Bray Wyatt, Finn Balor has felt like he could be on the top of this brand. Can he be on the top of Monday Night Raw? Just like Roman Reigns was, his former tag team partner was. Just like Dean Ambrose is now. Does Finn Balor have that ability to beat Strowman, Nakamura, and Reigns, and then eventually, and if he does do that, eventually Dean Ambrose in Paris? We will find out here tonight. Finn Balor, kind of, to be honest, he's kind of one of the guys that you have to watch out for in this Fatal 4-Way match. The smallest individual in this contest, but let me tell you something about this man. This man is the wild card in this Fatal 4-Way match. Intercontinental Champion Braun Strowman. And Braun Strowman has stated that he will be the first ever Intercontinental and Universal Champion at the same time, if he is able to put away the 3 men here tonight. And then eventually, like I said, with Finn Balor, Dean Ambrose at No Mercy. Because winning this match does not grant you immediately the Universal title. You have to beat Dean Ambrose. You have to face it, beat Dean Ambrose at No Mercy. And Dean Ambrose is shown to be a viable champion. He's put away Roman Reigns. He's put away Seth Rollins. He's put away Chris Jericho in his run so far as a Universal Champion. And Braun Strowman, in my opinion, is the wild card. He is one of the only two guys in this contest to have a victory over Dean Ambrose. The other being Roman Reigns. And this man right here, Shinsuke Nakamura. And Shinsuke Nakamura, hot off the heels off of his win over Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam last week. He was attacked by Chris Jericho, but he's not going to let Chris Jericho get the best of him. As Shinsuke Nakamura heads down to the ring, down to the squared circle where Shinsuke Nakamura shows his craft. And Nakamura, we might just be seeing the next Universal Champion in Shinsuke Nakamura. In his debut at WrestleMania a couple months back, Nakamura beat Brock Lesnar, beat the Beast Incarnate, Brock Lesnar in his debut in the WWE. Then following that, he beat another former World Heavyweight Champion in Sheamus. And then after that, he beat Brock Lesnar again at SummerSlam. What is next for Shinsuke Nakamura? Is the Universal Championship next for Shinsuke Nakamura? Nakamura, undefeated here tonight, has not been pinned or submitted at all in his WWE tenure. And can Nakamura continue that here tonight by going to No Mercy, by pinning either Reigns, Strowman, or Balor, and going to No Mercy to challenge Dean Ambrose, a man who he's faced before, a man he's faced a couple of weeks back. Him and Dean Ambrose, they definitely have unfinished business. That match they had on the Raw before SummerSlam, that match was ended in controversy when Brock Lesnar attacked both Ambrose and Nakamura. And now, Nakamura looking to finish the unfinished business he has with Dean Ambrose and also be the Universal Champion. And Shinsuke Nakamura, one of the most charismatic individuals here in the WWE, possibly of all time. Shinsuke Nakamura, high hopes for Shinsuke Nakamura here tonight in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. And ladies and gentlemen, it is on. Reigns, Balor, Strowman, Nakamura. Fatal four-way match. Here we go. And Nakamura and Balor going at it, and Braun Strowman and Roman Reigns going at it, and Braun Strowman throwing Roman Reigns across the ring as Nakamura and Balor head to the outside, and it's extremely hectic in the ring, on the other side of the ring. And here we go. Oh, and a German suplex by Shinsuke Nakamura. But now in the ring, Braun Strowman is laying waste to Roman Reigns. And oh, God. Braun Strowman just having his way with Roman Reigns here. Roman caught him with that European uppercut. And oh, this is a battle of behemoths here that we haven't seen yet on Raw. There goes Braun Strowman, but on the other side of the ring, and Shinsuke Nakamura. Oh, and Finn Balor and a huge chop by Nakamura and the kicks by Nakamura. Chopping away, and now a knee to the chest. Knee to the chest by Shinsuke, and now Nakamura. Nakamura swinging wildly, but nonetheless elbows right to Finn Balor. And this match is gonna be hectic, no doubt. Gonna be a hectic contest. And now Shinsuke Nakamura. Ooh, throwing Finn Balor right into that guardrail. Oh, and head first. Head first, and a kick right to the gut. And Nakamura is just laying waste to Finn Balor on the other side of the ring, and an enziguri by Shinsuke, but back on the other side of the ring. And this match has been hectic so thus far. And Roman Reigns throws Braun Strowman into the steel steps. And this match has been absolutely hectic. And back in the ring, it's Balor and Nakamura. Balor and Nakamura. And both of these guys, two former IWGP champions back in New Japan. And now Finn Balor with the machine gun chops, my God. And now Balor one more time for the road. Oh, and a jab to Nakamura. Showing the disrespect to Shinsuke. And both of these guys, they know each other very well from back in Japan. A knee right to the gut to Finn Balor as Roman Reigns starting to wants to gain back energy, and a knee right to the back of the neck. And this match has been so hectic so far here. And there goes Balor over the guardrail. But look at this. Look at this confrontation. And Shinsuke Nakamura wants a piece of Roman Reigns. And is Roman Reigns gonna give Nakamura what he wants? And here we go, a right by Nakamura. Elbow was missed. And Roman Reigns now, but look at this, Nakamura. Absolutely speechless. A match that I would enjoy seeing, and a kick to the temple. But Reigns getting back to his feet and knocks down Nakamura. A match that I would like to see in the future, and a match that we're getting a glimpse of right now as Roman Reigns. There goes Nakamura over the top rope, but Nakamura now back on top as Nakamura, but Reigns with the speed of a cat. Despite his size, Roman Reigns is extremely fast. And now Reigns has Nakamura on the top. This is not good for both of these guys. Oh! Superplex. And Nakamura got the worst of it. As Roman Reigns, schoolboy, shoulders are down, but Roman Reigns now, powerbomb to Nakamura. Shoulders are down. The King of Japanese Strong Styles, he done? No, he's not. As Roman Reigns, and now Nakamura wants to set the record straight with Dean Ambrose. No doubt wants to be the Universal Champion. Now, all these guys wants to be the Universal Champion, but who wants it more? Is it Roman? Is it Nakamura? Is it Balor? Or is it Braun Strowman? And now Roman Reigns going below the belt here, and now Nakamura takes him down despite the eye poke. Despite the poke to the eye, Nakamura brings Reigns down. Nakamura brought Reigns down, and now Nakamura, knee to the temple, a knee to the temple, and another knee to the temple of Reigns, and Reigns is staggered. Reigns is definitely staggered. Reigns is definitely staggered from those knees to the temple, and now Shinsuke Nakamura has come to play no games here in Baton Rouge. Universal title shot on the line here in this fatal four-way contest, and a knee right to the gut of Reigns. Knee right to the gut of Roman Reigns, and Roman Reigns has previously had a hernia at that exact location that Nakamura has been targeting. And look at this, Reigns now. Reigns has Nakamura up, and Braun Strowman brings him down. And now Reigns striking Strowman, but Strowman now the bigger man, And both of these guys exchange. I think he weighs more than both Reigns and Nakamura combined. And my God. You saw Braun Strowman, and there goes Nakamura over the top rope. And Braun Strowman simply wants to do more damage to Roman Reigns. Oh, and Reigns now with a right. Reigns with a right. And wait a minute, Strowman. Oh, my God. And Braun Strowman just threw Roman Reigns like he was a rag doll. And now carrying Roman Reigns is Braun Strowman. And what's he doing? What is Braun Strowman even doing here? Braun Strowman is carrying Roman Reigns to the top of the stage. But wait a minute, Roman Reigns with an elbow. Right to that leg, and Strowman chopping the big man's tree trunks down. And now Reigns is going to wait. Reigns is going to lie in wait here for Strowman. Spear! And a spear to Strowman. Spear to Braun Strowman. But wait a minute, Strowman's getting to his feet. Strowman's getting to his feet off that spear. Oh, and another spear. Another spear to Braun. And Braun again. Looks like he's still getting to his feet. Looks like he's still getting to his feet. And there's with a third. 3 spears to Braun Strowman on the ramp. 3 monumental spears. But wait a minute, Finn Balor over the top rope. Finn Balor over the top rope lands exactly on Roman Reigns here. And there goes Reigns. And these two men have a hell of a history. And oh, look at this. Back at it again is Balor and Nakamura. And the sling blade. Oh, and the double boots. Right to the gut of Shinsuke Nakamura. And now, both of these guys, absolutely, they know each other very well as well. Nakamura and Finn Balor. And now Shinsuke. Shinsuke on the second rope. And oh my God, and you heard that. Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Kick right to the side of the face. Oh. And a kick to the gut by Balor. And both of these guys has just been tipping the one up one another, and it throws them right into the guardrail. Both Balor and Nakamura have been attempting to one up one another, and a knee right to the temple. Knee right to the temple to Finn Balor. And Shinsuke Nakamura. Shinsuke Nakamura, and this could be it. Finn Balor took a hard knee to the temple, but Balor is still in this contest. Kick out at 2 by Finn. Shinsuke Nakamura. Another kick, oh, well scouted by Finn. Very well scouted. And a double knee. Oh no, that was a single knee. A single knee right to the nose. Could have broke the nose of Shinsuke Nakamura there. And now Balor. Ooh. And, oh my God, and a knee right to the jaw. Knee right to the jaw, and Nakamura's going to take his time to get back on his feet. Nakamura with a counter, but what a counter by Balor! Unbelievable! Unbelievable! And Balor throws himself onto Braun Strowman! And Balor's on an absolute roll! Taking out Roman Reigns, taking out Shinsuke Nakamura, and now taking out Braun Strowman, but I spoke too soon. Spoke too soon, and now Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman now has Finn Balor. Gonna throw Balor into the ring. And this looks like no man's land for Finn here, as Braun Strowman has him up. And look at Braun Strowman trying to go in circles, trying to mock Finn Balor, the lightest man in this contest. And oh, Balor with a kick. Balor wants Strowman down, but look at Braun Strowman back to his feet in a jiffy. And Braun Strowman taking 3 spears and a running power slam. And that might just be curtains, but wait a minute. Braun Strowman not going for the pinfall, disposing of Finn Balor. Strowman disposed of Finn Balor here. disposed of Finn Balor, and Reigns is back to his feet, still wants to fight Braun Strowman. And oh! Strowman using his body as an absolute weapon here. And oh no! Ribs slamming with concrete, and Braun Strowman. Oh no, oh no, oh God! Rib first, right onto that guardrail, and Roman Reigns feeling the heat here, and oh, Braun Strowman has him up, and this is the second time Braun Strowman has tried to do this. Braun Strowman, where the hell is Braun Strowman going? Does Braun Strowman even care about the Universal Championship? Well, I don't blame him. He has the Intercontinental title, but it's still a title nonetheless. But back in the ring, Balor back on his feet, Nakamura back on his feet, and Braun Strowman is taking Roman Reigns to the back. He's just taking Roman Reigns out of this match completely, and is taking himself out of this match completely as well. And wait a minute, Nakamura with an elbow, and now it's a one-on-one match between Nakamura and Finn Balor. And now Nakamura, boot right to the throat, and the good vibrations. And Finn Balor felt good vibrations, but oh, in the parking lot area, wait a minute. Both of these guys in the parking lot area, Braun Strowman and Roman Reigns, now in the parking lot area, and oh, right on the concrete. And what the hell is this? Oh, and again. Roman Reigns and Braun Strowman, both of these guys going at it here at the parking lot in this match. And I think this Fatal 4-Way match has been turned into a singles match between Balor and Nakamura, Roman Reigns, and Braun Strowman going at it here. And Roman Reigns, oh, but a spear, but no. Reigns was drilled right on that concrete. Drilled right on that concrete. And oh, God. And ladies and gentlemen, it's a Fatal 4-Way match. Anything goes, but you have to make a decision inside the ring. And Braun Strowman, I think he just doesn't care anymore. He simply does not give a damn at all. Does not simply care, and now has Roman Reigns up. Oh, with a power bomb! Bone-shattering power bomb onto the concrete, and now Braun Strowman now throwing Roman Reigns up the car. And wait a minute, this does not look good news. This is somebody's car. Strowman has Reigns up. Oh no! Oh my God! Holy hell! Power bomb! And Braun Strowman powerbomb Roman Reigns are back in the ring! And now I can officially declare that this match might just be a singles match unless Braun Strowman wants to get back into the arena, but I doubt it. He was targeting Roman Reigns this entire time. And now Finn Balor on the top rope. And is it over? Wait a minute, is it it? No, nobody home there from the coup de grace and a kick by Shinsuke Nakamura. And this has just been a hell of a back and forth contest here between Shinsuke Nakamura and Finn Balor. Who is going to No Mercy? Reigns is out of the picture. Braun Strowman might be out of the picture. Who is going to No Mercy? Will it be Shinsuke Nakamura or will it be Finn Balor? And Nakamura is tuning up the band, as I would say, for Shawn Michaels and a Kinshasa! Kinshasa! But Balor! Wait a minute, no. Nakamura let go of the pinfall here. And Nakamura waiting for Balor to get to his feet. But Balor, what a strategy. Great move by Finn Balor. Wait a minute, back of the ring, and Nakamura gonna fight Jericho here. But wait a minute, what is this? Chris Jericho is now laying waste to Shinsuke Nakamura and a code breaker. Code breaker by Chris Jericho. And Balor, he left the ring for only a few seconds. And now, a perfect opportunity is at hand. Balor doesn't know what the hell just happened. But Balor is going to take advantage. And Balor is going to No Mercy. And ladies and gentlemen, the first time Shinsuke Nakamura has been pinned here in the WWE. Finn Balor puts away Shinsuke Nakamura with the help of Chris Jericho. And Finn Balor is going to No Mercy. And he's going to face Dean Ambrose. And speaking of Dean Ambrose, here comes the Universal Champion right now. And Balor waiting. Wait, what the hell? What is this? What is this? Ambrose fighting off these two guys. It's Anderson and Gallows. It's Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows. And oh, God. It's Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows. Magic killer to a bloody Dean Ambrose. To a bloody Dean Ambrose, a magic killer. And what the hell have Anderson and Gallows done?